My car has a secret apocalypse survival kit. I'm going to test it by driving far out into the wilderness, surviving using only what's inside. There's not really any water around here because it's a desert, or food, except for this bug. I bet that bug would be pretty sour. But I might not have to eat bugs, because this kit was built by an apocalypse survival expert.
If you don't have a bunker, like I do, the best thing is to get out of the city and into the wilderness. It gives you a better chance of survival, and especially if you have a kit like this.
Hold on a second. What's this?
That's a DVD, and it is surrounded by things that prevent EMP or solar flare.
We have the right guy.
There is enough stuff in this little bag to start a new life. You have to figure out how to use it.
I found the spot for my new home between these two trees. As you can probably see, there's nothing else in this car besides this apocalypse survival kit. And my camera. I have to film this somehow. The goal is to make it 24 hours alone to see what it would actually be like if you didn't have an apocalypse bunker. I'm not really sure how I'm going to do that yet, especially with what happens later in the video. But apparently everything I need is inside of this survival kit. Let's pull something out and see how I'm gonna survive for the next 24 hours. A hat, assuming this is for the desert that I'm in. Protection from the sun, even though I might look like this. But it does kind of match my shirt. There's some tape on it. A jacket, probably not gonna need this. I wish I could take off more clothes, but wrong kind of video. A radio. I'm assuming this is so I can hear the outside world. See if we can find anything.
You're part of the you in it, but you ain't in it alone. It's real, but you're not in this alone.
I'm pretty sure I am alone, Mr. Radio guy. Let's stick to music. That's better. We've got a giant thing of emergency water. It says drink no water first 24 hours unless sick or injured or in desert conditions. I'm drinking the water. Every last drop tastes like emergency water. And because this isn't actually enough water to survive here because we're in a desert, the kit also comes with instructions to make my own water source. Let's build a water still. It says first, dig a hole. Well, it doesn't look like there's a shovel in here, so I'm going to have to figure out how to use what I've got to get this done. Gotta be resourceful. It's the fuse box cover of my car. I guess this is a good spot, I don't know. It's in the sun. This is a bad shovel. Survival tip number 1, bring a shovel. Step 2, put green leaves and plants inside hole. Okay, and because these desert plants are pretty dry, I brought my own. Don't worry, I'll put you back in the ground after I'm done sucking the life out of you. Pour dirty water into hole. I don't have any water, we're in the desert. Well, actually, apparently a solar still can purify the water in a way. Place empty container in center of hole for water collection with straw or tube. There's my straw. Cover hole with plastic sheet. Goodbye, planty. And anchor with sand or dirt. Whoops. Place rock on top of sheet and wait for Mother Nature to make you water. We'll have to find out what this tastes like in the morning. I'm not excited for that. Let's see what else is in the bag. Well, this says tent, but I'm not actually sure how a tent could possibly fit in here. Only one way to find out. It's so small. Okay, it's open. Oh God. I need a rock, but if I leave it, it will fly away. I see a rock. One's rock. 2 rock. Where'd the rope go? There it is. Apparently this goes through all the way to the other side. Tie around tree. This really is a survival tent. It's time for the tour of my new home. All Alright, that's the tour. I'm expecting this is gonna be uncomfortable later. Until then, let's check on our water source. I don't know if you can see this, but it's already starting to work. The water's trying to evaporate into the clouds, but it can't. It's stuck, so it'll end up in my cup, hopefully. I don't know how it's gonna taste though, but I'm probably not gonna try that until tomorrow. So until then, let's see what else we got. Some instructions for a hobo stove. I guess that means dinner. Step 1, eat can of beans. I guess there's a can of beans in here. Of course, there's no spoon in here. Guess I'm gonna drink it. That's a lot of beans. I think I have to rinse it out with some water. Bean water. Well, that means I only have 7 left of these. Punch 12 holes around outside of can near the top and bottom. Cut big hole in bottom side of can for firewood. How's mine look? Enjoy using your very own hobo stove. I already ate the beans. I guess this is how I'm making breakfast. There better be a pillow and blanket in that kit. This is a weird tent. If you've watched the video where I built a moon base out of junk, you'll recognize this. This is a terrible blanket. Sounds like we're gonna be sleeping on aluminum foil. I am warm though. That was the wind. I just gotta get one more thing. Pillow. Good night. But it wasn't a good night. I found a flashlight. This blanket kind of sucks. Pretty cold. I started to get the sniffles for some reason. This ground is really lumpy and hard. So I think I'm just gonna sleep in the car because I have a car. The pillow was nice though. Bye tent. See you in the morning. Without me inside of you. I'm in the car. See you in the morning. So it looks like I made it through the night. But the next morning, things didn't quite go as planned. Because I'm pretty sure I woke up with a fever.
That was pretty rough. My left nostril is shut. The right one's okay though. Hopefully there's coffee in the survival kit. I can heat it up on my hobo stove. I'll go back to sleep. Oh my god.
Gotta find some firewood for the hobo stove.
Little sticks like this will do. There's my firewood.
I'll let you guess what water I'm using for the coffee.
That's all the water it made.
I think Planty is dead. It's clear, but it smells like pee. Let's make some coffee, I guess. I'm gonna add a little bit of normal water. Hopefully that will dilute the taste a bit. When I was in Boy Scouts, I could start a fire with a single match. It's a good thing I have a lighter. We have fire. It's working. I'm stoking my little fire. This thing's getting wild now. It was designed by hobos.
Those guys are smart.
Now for the real test. What does it taste like? Hey! I can't even taste the pee. Let's get out of here. That's not good. How did this happen? Last night I had to charge all my camera batteries and my laptop, and I think I drained the battery. Well, I know I drained the battery. Better be something in the survival kit for this. I got 2 radios. I'm pretty sure someone else is supposed to have one of these. And a solar panel. That actually might be useful. One on the positive, I'm positive, and one on the negative, and the solar panel plugs into here. Put this right in the sun. So I did some quick math, and the solar panel can charge the battery, but it's going to take 2.29 days in perfect conditions. And I only have enough water for half a day maybe. So I'll probably need to use one of those radios. Let's try the big one. Well, that was something. Can I get a radio check? I think I'm just too far away. I do have a drone, and thanks to my car battery, it is fully charged. So I can use this to scout out a mountain or something to climb up to get a better signal. I'm going to need something pretty tall. I found the mountain that I have to climb. It's over 3 hours away, so it will take all of my water to get there. The sad part is that I have to leave all my camera gear behind because it's too heavy and it's not really useful for this. Hope no one takes it. Hi, car. I found a road. I think I'm just gonna follow it for a while because I know I really actually just need to go that way. But I need to find a path that's not through that fence, which is probably someone's property and they'll get mad at me. Did someone die here? That's reassuring. This is the direction I have to go. And the gate is locked. I don't really want to get shot for walking through there, so I guess on to the next path. That gate being locked added another mile. That's like another hour total there and back. I heard gunshots. Well, if I keep moving, I'll be a harder target to hit. All it takes is one stray bullet and I'm done for. Those gunshots made me nervous, but luckily after a little bit of walking, I found another fence in the direction that I need to go. I think I'm gonna risk it and climb the fence. Barbed wire. Oh, I didn't die. There's a sign. Those are bullet holes. Maybe I should move. Okay. This is a survival video. Seriously. I'm gonna keep walking. I found a trailhead. It does go in the right direction towards the mountain. You can see it right there. It might seem like a boring video until you realize this is rattlesnake territory. Someone told me once that if you throw a rock at the rattlesnake, it'll go away. I don't think I'm gonna do that. Those are human footprints. They're my footprints because I have to go back because I took the wrong turn. There's a strap that I'm wearing. It's literally hanging on by a thread. That would make it much harder to carry. I think that's the mountain. I'm getting close. Plenty of airplanes, but I look like an ant to them. Not even worth trying. Peaches. Oh my god, it's so good. 3 waters left. I made it to the top, but there's one problem. I'm not hopping this fence. This will have to be high enough. See if the radio works from here. There's nothing in the way. Can I get a radio check?
Sounds good from here.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, who's this?
My name's John. I was filming a YouTube video in the wilderness and my car died.
Oh, cool. What kind of video?
It was like a survival video to see if I could survive.
Sounds like you didn't survive.
Seriously. I just need some help. I just need like a jump start or something.
I'm driving right now. I can try to come find you if you can give me a better idea.
Well, right now I'm on top of this mountain. It's the only one around here.
You broke up on the last one.
I'm on a mountain. The only mountain around here. I think he's driving away. Back down the mountain. This water's like a sip. And that means I have one left. My bag broke. As I laid there, staring at the stars, hoping my car battery charges tomorrow, I realized any one of these stars could be a meteor flying towards Earth. It could just end us all. I wouldn't have to charge my car battery tomorrow. That'd be nice. See you in the morning.
I'm not staying here another day.
I found out I have 2 waters left. One for me, and one for planting. Good luck. So thanks to my car batteries sacrificed, I have some charged camera batteries.
These ones are for this drone, and one of these might be powerful enough to start the car. If I cut off the leads of the solar panel, strip the wires, and stuff them into the battery, this could work. Time to hook it up. That looks safe. Ta-da! Hope that doesn't catch on fire.
As you can probably see, I was a little nervous to try and start the car because if this battery explodes, I'm stuck waiting over 2 days for the solar panel to charge the car. I don't have 2 days. So I guess this is the moment of truth. Yes!
I'm not saying I'm a genius, but I'm resourceful. We're heading home, boys and girls.
Can I get a radio check, please?
Lift the radio on. Hello, yeah, it's working.
Is this the guy with the dead car battery?
Yeah, it's me. I figured it out. I'm just trying to find some food and water around here.
Well, you're pretty close to Gambler Town if you want to come by.
Is there food there?
Yeah,
Well, I'll see if I can find you.
you'll see us.
Welcome to Gambler Town.
I think this is what he meant by food. So I'm not exactly sure what I learned on this experiment yet, but I did realize something. Maybe the apocalypse won't be so bad.
Or maybe we should all just get along, because the apocalypse sucks.